What's happening, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. Coming back to you with another video. Just getting finished with a workout in the gym this morning, and it's got me thinking about how do you overcome challenges when you just feel like crap, when you don't feel motivated, when you feel so helpless. And I made a video being very vulnerable a couple weeks ago, sharing how I put on 30 pounds. And I was really ashamed of myself because that's something I've taken a lot of pride in, is staying fit, eating clean. And, you can go check out that video. I'll link it up down below. I shared some of my challenges with alcohol and binge eating and just my, coping mechanisms in a sense. And there was a lot of great comments and support, so I appreciate that. And in today's video, really, as I was working out, I'll even take a step back. When I woke up this morning, I knew I had to work out, right? Because after I work out, I feel amazing. After I work out, having a great sweat, going in the sauna, jumping in the shower. I mean, it's just a fantastic way to be able to build momentum for the day. And I just love that feeling. But actually getting up and having to work out, and you know how it is, first thing in the morning, even after a cup of coffee sometimes, you just don't feel very well. And, with my challenges lately of binge eating and gaining weight and just all the side effects that come with that, I just really don't feel motivated to work out. But I forced myself to do it this morning, and it got me thinking about reselling, and it got me thinking about new resellers in particular, because I have a Facebook group that I had just created. You guys can check that out. I'll link that up down below. I think we have like 1,200 members in there. There's a lot of new people joining who want to start selling on Amazon, and they want the results. They want to make $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month. They want to make a couple grand profit. But it's really hard for them because, they actually have to go through that challenge of learning how to resell, going through that challenge of getting approved to sell on Amazon, going through the challenge of learning how to, use the Amazon seller app, Scout IQ. By the way, I just created a free Scout IQ course. I'll drop that up down below as well. But there's so many different challenges. And in my situation, when you put on a bunch of weight and you're not feeling that great, it's so hard to work out. It's so hard to get yourself going. And it's the same when you're reselling and you're new. It's so hard to get yourself listing and creating a shipment and going out sourcing because everything's a challenge, right? It's not easy. And the one big idea that I wanted to share in this video is, and this is something I was having a conversation with myself about this morning, is we have to disconnect from the outcome. What's the outcome that I want? The outcome I want right now is I don't want to have this fat body anymore. I want to be able to fit into my clothes. I want to feel energized. I want to feel like when I see somebody, I don't feel ashamed of myself. I want to feel confident, in all areas of life. I don't want to, I have a speaking engagement coming up in a month. It's like, I don't want to have to worry and expend all my energy like, oh, people are going to think I'm fat. What am I going to wear? I'm not going to feel good. My energy levels are up and down, right? And as a reseller, your outcome is I want to make X amount of money. I want to either quit my job or I don't want to have to stress about money. But the truth is, being positive and, having a big goal is important, but that's not going to get us to where we want to go. For me personally, if I want to lose the weight, if I want to get back in shape again, I need to start behaving like the type of person who would have that outcome. Because the type of person who's 170 pounds instead of 215, the type of person who wakes up in the morning with energy, the type of person who is lifting weights all the time, they're doing certain things. They're working out X amount of times per week. They're eating a lot of vegetables. They're drinking plenty of water. They're eating in moderation. They're eating plenty of fiber. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do that. And the type of person who's making $3,000 to $5,000 a month is sourcing X amount of times a week. They're listing a certain amount of items. They're spending time learning. They're investing in their education. So the point I'm trying to make is become the type of person that you want to be and start to disconnect yourself from that outcome, because that outcome will come if you start being that type of person. And it's not going to be perfect, right? Like, I'll give you an example. In the beginning, you're not going to be able to do every single thing to be perfectly healthy. You're not going to be able to do every single thing to be the best reseller. Like right now, I'm trying to drink one green juice per day. I'm starting off my day by doing a little meditation. I'm lifting weights 3 times a week. I'm starting to track my calories. Have I been perfect the last 3 or 4 days? Absolutely not. I actually messed up a little bit last night. I cut out alcohol, so I'm not drinking anymore. I'm trying to make small changes to become that type of person. You're not going to become that type of person overnight, but we can focus on trying to do the best we can to do the things that that person with those outcomes would have, right? So if you're just starting your reselling business, focus on, learning how to send out your first shipment, because the type of person who's going to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month understands how to ship stuff out. Take it slow. Learn the Amazon seller app, then slowly learn about Scout IQ. Go through my free book selling course, my Scout IQ course. Join my Facebook community. These are all free resources where you can start to surround yourself with those type of people that you want to be with. For example, in my situation, start going to the gym more, start interacting and engaging with people who are thin, who are fit, who are doing the things that a healthy person would be doing, because I can start to take on those behaviors. We need to focus on the process instead of the outcome. The outcome is great. It's amazing. Speaking positive and positive affirmations and reading and writing your goals. It's great to be able to train your subconscious mind to be able to start to do the things on autopilot. But at the end of the day, you have to do the things. You have to become that type of person. You have to start behaving and aligning yourself with the actions that that type of person would be doing to have that outcome that you want. So I know I'm all over the place right now, but this is where my mindset is right now. How can I start to do the things on a regular basis that person, that myself in 6 months at 170 pounds, thin, fit, healthy, confident, what is he doing? What is she doing? Start doing those things today. And you don't have to be perfect, but slowly build those habits. Slowly start to build those systems and processes. And slowly but surely over time, you're going to become that person, because the only way you become a person or you hit a certain goal is by doing those certain things. You can't always, control the outcome. You can't always control how much money you're going to make and how many items are going to sell on eBay and Amazon with the algorithm. You can't always control the scale, because sometimes your body's going to fluctuate in water weight, so on and so forth. But you can control the input. We want the output of $3,000 to $5,000 a month on Amazon or eBay. We want the output of weighing 170 pounds. So what are we going to put in? What are the things that we're going to put into that equation to be able to become that type of person, to then hopefully get to that outcome? So if this video added value to you, smash that like button. And with that being said, I appreciate you watching. Much love. Bye.